able to leave.
Yeah.
You're stuck there.
All right, now we're heading back. That was fun.
Yeah, really, sir. Thank
Everybody's
you.
I'm sorry, I wish it was more exciting.
Go inside all those places.
Yeah, but then I'd lose you all. He says if we went inside, it'd be more exciting.
Yeah.
I said, there's no way we're going to stay together if we go inside.
Yeah.
Buddies will be everywhere. No buddy
Yeah.
program, no buddy program. But it gets wild and busy this week. So yeah, it's in the middle of the street.
There. That one. Between the trees.
Yeah.
They have a curve.
And this is why we don't stop there.
Yeah, a lot of people.
See all the people out there? That's the famous sign. When you have time while you're actually making down here, send pictures to all your friends. This is the big Harley Davidson store. You like motorcycles. Pinball Hall of Fame. If you like pinball. All sorts of pinball games there. Up here on the right is where I got married. No, I'm not. I'm serious. So Mandalay Bay over here on the left. They have a huge wave pool out there, like with waves and sand, all sorts of stuff like that. Lots of concerts, big convention center. Oh, and they have dolphins too. Yeah. And Mandalay Bay. Yeah, you can go, you can see dolphins, and they have an Arctic show too. So a lot of the casinos here in Las Vegas are themed, right? You obviously, you know, Mandalay Bay is a bit tropical. You have the Luxor here, which is themed after Egypt.
Oh, yeah. It's like a pyramid.
Yep. What's funny about that is if you like stay there, they call it an inclinator, and it's like an elevator, but it goes like that.
Oh.
Yeah. So don't have any drinks and get in that because you're like
Oh.
surfing or something. It's weird.
Really?
It throws you off because it goes sideways or diagonal. Yep. We got Excalibur up here on your left, which is more of a King Arthur theme, right? They have a Tournament of Kings there, where they do jousting and you eat with your fingers. Gosh, I don't know. Pre-COVID, you ate with your fingers. I don't know if you still eat with your fingers.
Might not even be open yet.
Yeah, they might not be open too. And there's a bunch of ugly guys on the sign over here, the Thunder from Down Under guys. Right? There is that.
Nakita na pala, dito lang tayo nilili. Pinalapit lang tayo.
then as we pass the MGM Grand up here, you might get lucky and see Elmo or a stormtrooper. I'm just joking. People dress up to take pictures with the tourists, right? It's probably too hot for them right now. But at nighttime, they go out there and they'll take pictures, and it's fun and funny. Just like downtown. She said she went downtown, and like Chewbacca is downtown, and people dress up down there. Got like Gene Simmons down there. Tropicana is probably one of our oldest casinos that's still going here. All right. Great comedy club there. One of the original comedy clubs here in Las Vegas. Little known fact is I've told jokes on the stage at the comedy club here. Right. Over to the left you have New York, Statue of Liberty, which she laughed at me about. Right, but it's right there.
Was it the daughter or the mother?
Yeah, there you go. It could be.
There is a Lola or the grandma. Small one.
And then over to the right you have MGM Grand with the big bronze lion out front.
Oh yeah. It's like,
Right here.
ah, okay.
So 204 for Justin is installed.
Whatever kind of food you like here, whatever kind of music you like, it's here in Las Vegas. All right, we have it all.
It's up 6.
And you can get it at any hour of the day. Oh, is Elmo out?
Ay, ang ganda.
No.
Ang Christina.
All right. So New York is cool. They got all sorts of shops in there, and it's kind of like being in New York City. They got steam coming out of the floor. You got the M&M shop over here. Another cool,
M&M
quirky thing
shop.
to do is the Coca-Cola store.
Wow. Oh, wow.
They have They have soda from all around the world.
Wow.
Park MGM is probably one of our newest rebranded casinos. Non-smoking casino. I think it's the only one on the strip right now. But it's a non-smoking casino.
Your bus number.
So let's see here. Where you're at. Is that Colony Court?
There's an M&M
If,
store.
if you're fancy, right, we got the Aria over here to the left. Right, probably one of our nicer places. Really expensive stores, expensive jewelry, designer stores. Very high line. There's a Taco Bell that serves liquor.
Ay, ito talaga.
Yep. Yeah. So over here on the left, you're gonna have the Bellagio. This is where the fountains blow up. Right? I don't think they typically go in the daytime, right? But if you have an opportunity to come at nighttime to watch the fountains, it's probably the best free show in Las Vegas.
It's windy, so there's
Over here on the right side, you got the Paris. Right? So if you ever wanted to go to France but couldn't afford it, right? There's Paris. You can actually go into the Eiffel Tower.
Tower. Eiffel Tower. Tower.
There you go. There's some of the entertainers here. Take pictures with them. Showgirls. And then, so you have Bally's over here on the right side. That is the original MGM, right? But they changed it to Bally's. And there's all sorts of food courts and things to do out here in front. Lots of little shops. This is the Cromwell, which has one of the longest running clubs, right, in Las Vegas. Dre's nightclub used to be in the basement. Now it's on the roof. Right, real popular club. They have entertainers come out there, and it's weird. You can see people who would fill up an arena in a nightclub, and they're performing. So it's really cool here. The iconic Caesar's Palace over here to the left, which used to be like the most fabulous thing in Las Vegas. All right, when I was a kid, like Caesar's Palace was the ooh ah, right? The shops.
Yeah, those are still nice.
Yeah, the Forum shops are still really nice. You go in there, they have a sky painted on the roof. All right, it's really fun to go to.
Oo. Kahit dito meron.
And you look around and you see, like up on the bridge up there, you see showgirls walking around. You can see their feather hats. They walk around all day long and take pictures.
Oh.
I don't know how they do it. Good for them.
Oo nga, no?
And you see you got a guy entertaining out here. He's probably rapping or something.
Yeah.
Doon kanina, dadaanan natin.
There you go. Trust me, our entertainment is a bit better than that, but he's still entertaining. Good for him.
Hello, sige. Are they being paid for that or just to
They're just doing it for tips.
Oh.
So most of the entertainers you see down here are doing it for tips. Like the showgirls that are walking, they're doing it for tips.
Original casino.
Yep, this is the original casino in Las Vegas. So there's a movie called Bugsy that talks about a famous mobster, Bugsy Siegel, and his dream of opening up a casino and a resort here in Las Vegas. The Flamingo is that.
Wait, there's a lot of casino. It's casino here in Vegas.
There are a lot of casinos here. We are basically a big casino. Oh, that's really fun down there. The Link. We just passed it. Sorry, I missed it. So that's shops and entertainers and art and music and food, and it's really fun to go down there.
Wow, that's nice. Wow.
TI.
Yep. Yeah, you got the Mirage over on your left-hand side. If you're a Beatles fan, right, they do a great show called Beatles Love.
Oh, I like the falls.
And they also have a nice atrium. You can go in there, and it's all sorts of tropical and water and really nice inside. And they have Shin Lim there, America's Got Talent. So over to the right, we're going to come past the Venetian, which the Venetian is probably one of the coolest things to walk through. They have like water that goes through there and gondola rides, like boat rides and people singing, and it's it's beautiful, right? So if you visit someplace, I absolutely recommend, if you're just going to walk through, the Venetian is a work of art to walk through. It's really nice.
You also have a version of that in Taguig, in Manila.
Oh, really?
Like Venetian American Mountain.
Oh, wow.
Yes, we do have.
So, let's see here. Palazzo, you can go through Venetian underground. Gillies, if you like country music, that's like the place to go in Las Vegas. Up here we have one of our original nicer malls. The Fashion Show Mall is over here to your left. Still has some nice shops in it. You do get a lot of tourists in there and things like that. It used to be pretty like high scale, right? Now it's a mall and it's pretty nice. Oh yeah. So then we're gonna pass the Wynn over here. The Wynn is real popular. Chinese New Year, they do a great thing there. They have some nice fountains there. You can see the fountains out front here squirting up. That's on during the day. Ooh, water fountain. Free show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, are they still fighting it terrorists? They're probably on the bus right now from the out.
So our absolute newest casino here in Las Vegas just opened up last week, right? Is Resorts World.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Brand
do
new.
have in the Philippines.
Yeah. Oh, you have one in the Philippines?
Yeah.
Okay. So just opened up last week.
Wedding shop.
So that's over here on the left-hand side. Resorts World is. I think we're on time just to go up to Sahara and get that. They told me I could get there at 2:30 more fine. So Las Vegas is always building and knocking things down and building and knocking things down. You see there's a whole bunch of space over here. I'm sure they're going to build something over here too. There's also a place up here on your right-hand side that was built back during the financial downturn, like in 2008, but it never opened.
Oh.
Yeah. So they built it. It's never opened. It's still that big glass building over here on your right-hand side. Yeah.
Where?
Up here on your right-hand side, if you just look up there, we'll drive past it.
The blue one.
I think they call it the Drew or
Yeah,
the
the
Drew. Wasn't it like the Fountain Blue or the Drew? Or,
Never opened.
yeah.
Whoever bought it out.
Yeah, it's changed a couple times, but it's never opened.
Where is you? How can I help you? I'm sorry, Drew, you go ahead. So the situation is, the homeowners can't really put both units in non-voting overnight. So right now they have multiple units to it, and the units are multiplied. So right now my son's only from my remaining one. Okay, since we're going to proceed on, and if you know this is right up against the community and the expectation.
They take the road down to like one lane up there or something?
True, but
Yeah. Wow. Terrible.
I do know on the other side of Sahara it gets worse. So that's why I think they're turning right now.
You call it traffic? That's just what it is?
Yeah.
It seems to be that way here too.
But they're so heavy. It takes
Hours. Hours.
waiting on the highway.
Some parts of the United States are like that.
Oh.
If you go to like Washington D.C. out there, yeah, you'll be 3 exits away. It takes 2 hours on the freeway.
Good thing about Vegas, you can get anywhere to anywhere in like 45 minutes or less.
Yeah, yeah. The worst thing about it, even if you live on the farthest part of town, right, you can get to the other side in 45 minutes. And we're built on a grid, which is really cool. So I'm gonna throw some fake statistic out there. I'd say 90% of the streets out here, right? You can, if you miss your turn, you can take the next turn, right? You know, there's very few streets that wind, right? We don't have a lot of winding streets or circle streets or half circle streets. Everything here is like a hashtag.
What about if there's no option? Just wait for it.
Just wait for another one.
Yep. Yeah. If you miss a turn, don't freak out. Catch the next one.
The streets just constantly rename themselves and stuff. and
Oh
stuff.
yeah. Yeah. And then
That's what they gotta deal with.
the street. Yeah. It'll change names as you're driving on it. So yeah, over here to the left is Resorts World. Now that we're finally here, right? It opened up a week ago.
This Catholic Church.
We're going to visit that next.
They have an interest. I went in there a day after it opened, and it's a casino. It's nice, but really interesting. Again, country music. Right? They have a really cool open to the casino live music, which is a thing of the past here in Las Vegas. So it's nice to see. And their food court is all Asian. Right? It's all Asian inspired. You have Thai food. You have, I think you have a Filipino place
food.
in there. You have Japanese, Chinese. All that stuff is in there.
Maybe they have a catering
Yep. And this is one of the weirdest, wonkiest things ever. And it's just a personal favorite of mine. Okay, anytime I have somebody coming to Las Vegas and they say, show me something that's awesome about Vegas that nobody would know, this place right next to it is called the Pepper Mill.
Why?
Has first of all, the best food, right? The best cafe, right? Big portions. But secondly, there's a bar in there or like night area. It's not a nightclub or anything. Called the Fireside Cafe, right? The women, like the cocktail waitresses, long black dresses. The place is blue and purple, and there's a big blue flame in the center of it. You drink big fishbowl drinks, right? It's a really fun, quirky place. That's a personal favorite of mine.
Yeah, just squeezing the one way.
Oh no. And yeah, the Pepper Mill has been voted the best drinks in Las Vegas for many, many years. And then one of our older casinos over here, Circus Circus, on the left side. Interesting thing about Circus Circus is I used to work in the hospitality industry, and MGM Resorts owns 13 properties on the Strip, and during the downturn, Circus Circus was the only one that was profitable. When the economy crashed, Circus Circus was still making money.
That one, sir?
Yep. It's fun if you like the carnival and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Going to watch circus shows, free circus shows, midway games, like you knock things down, shoot things with water. It's really fun. And then our convention center, one of the largest convention centers you'll see. Always something going on there. Right? Very expansive. And they're moving the convention center all the way up to here. This is going to be part of the convention center. It used to be the old Riviera Hotel. See, you got lucky because Myron, he's not.